Hi Capricorn Moons, thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Femme Carrot 144, very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the zodiac sign of Capricorn, unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. For your reading, I will be doing a 6 card spread, and then we'll get a major arcana card. And then we'll get a card from the deck that I created here um, with the lunar phases and astrological zodiac signs. You also have some messages that wanted to come through. This being more of a message coming from my atmosphere with having Capricorn moon in my Vedic chart connected to my twin flame. And no, this is not going to be my reading, but this may resonate for some of you. And I'll speak on this. This will be the third channel that I pick. And it's actually a channel I do feel it may resonate for some people here. So the first message that we have here is willing to go through it to get to it. True love. Hashtag parallel. I got geometry also with that parallel energy, but then I also seen the Two of Cups, where two people are face to face, seeing eye to eye, having great understanding. And then date night wanted to come through. Fun times. All right, and then my Quincy Green. Oh my god, okay, so I'm going to make this quick because I'm trying to keep these readings short. So in elementary school, there was a kid. I think he was maybe a few years older. I think he was in 5th grade. I can't remember. I just know he was like way older. And everyone loved this kid. Like he was like the popular, everybody knows him in the neighborhood, everyone knows him at the school, and his name was Quincy Green. And so being a girl of color with brown skin, back in the 80s, some of this karmic stuff is coming up here. So back in the 80s, how should I say this? Part of 3D programming, a lot of attraction back in the day was based off of exterior. It still may be like that. I don't know. That's not my level, not my realm. Um, and it's just so funny I'm bringing this up. But Quincy Green, and so what I want to say is with that and the melanin being in the skin, there's terms, light skin, dark skin, brown skin, and then there would be associations, whether they be negative or positive, that goes with each of those shades of color. And so, if you had lighter skin than the brown skin, and I'm so glad the crayons and the shades came out eventually with representing all walks of life here. But it was Quincy Green was light skinned. We'll just put it that way. And for some reason, it came to me yesterday, and I'm thinking back on all of the boyfriends I had, and not there was a prototype that I do notice. I tended to stay away from light skinned fellas. I noticed. Where I do believe in the 80s and 90s, it was more of them being pretty boys. And if you had light skin, then that also meant you most likely had good hair and you had pretty eyes and great bone structure. Like just being completely pretty as fuck. Being a pretty motherfucker. And so there was a guy in our school on my side of town. His name was Quincy Green. I had a crush on Quincy Green. And so that's why I have my Quincy Green, because I'm noticing my twin flame. Oh my God. After going through all those years, starting in elementary school, and then having the thing with Quincy Green, like, he was almost like untouchable too. Like if he even decided to to talk to you, that was like a humongous deal if you were a girl. And so I do remember there was a time, and I think it was when he was like going off to like middle school or something. He had like we became friends. Like there was an exchange, a nice little pleasant soulmate exchange, and that was it. That was it. Nothing ever came from any of that. It was just him being very friendly. I don't quite remember exactly that interaction, but he was a very cool kid. He was very nice. He was very talented as well. But I just remember having a big crush, and I wasn't the only one I know that had a crush on Quincy Green. And then just his name and the fact that it started with the letter Q, very distinct. And this being in the '80s, like this is so distinguishing. It was completely hot. Um, but yeah, so that story may resonate. I don't know what happened to Quincy Green after that. Never heard from him again. Who knows? I hope he's doing well. But that's gonna be that there. So, and what I was gonna say, connected to my twin flame, I just noticed that going through all of the cycles and the relationships and the partnerships that I went through from this time, like I've never dated or really, like the guys that I did date, who were light skinned, it was really, it was a very unique connection, and it was all so far and few and in between. I ended up meeting my former husband in high school, my last couple years of high school, and he's Caucasian, German actually, and yeah, so and then we were together for 20 years, so that's most of my life. A lot of the relationships and partnerships I had after, it was not Quincy Green, let's just put it that way. And now coming full circle and having some awareness, everything worked out the way it's supposed to. So that could be significant, that little story there. That wanted to come through. I tried to keep it quaint. Sorry. Sometimes I'm great at being very to the point. Sometimes it takes me a minute to get to the actual point itself. So everything's been pre-shuffled. Let me go ahead and move everything out besides what we need for right now. Okay, let's get your first card. First card for Capricorn Moon. First card. Death card. So something coming to an end. This is going to be strong Scorpio energy. Energy of 13 here too as well. A Fucus energy is also included. I do see there being some healing that one is moving towards. Also moving towards the sunshine, that being a part of some healing too. I'm getting the healing mainly from the flower here in the flag, and then also the sunshine energy. And I don't get the same story every time the death card comes through, but seeing this energy here, I feel that this is connected to the karmic energy I was just speaking on, the 3D old ways of being, the structure that has designed one coming out of some kind of situation or experience realizing that one wasn't being true to themselves. It was more about the exterior than the interior. So dying to an old way of being, I also get here too, where a person may actually be exiting a family situation in some kind of way. The white horse, the white energy is going to be strongly connected to purity. I also get Cancerian energy with the color of white representing Cancer. And then I also see purple. So Fucus and Sagittarius may be significant here too. I get a hint of that along with the armor connected to the person here that's on the horse. And then I do see purple. So pink and purple could be significant as well. And then purple will be here where we see a person that's lying on the ground here. And I feel with the death card here, I feel this is speaking to dying to an old way of being, picking oneself up, And not only picking oneself up, but getting on top of a horse of movement. I also get chariot energy. And winning for oneself and doing what's best for one. Whether, it means moving away from a structured perspective. That structured perspective, all the glossy and the glitter on the outside was doing nothing for the inside. And that could speak to the death energy too. Feeling completely empty. And then I do get royal colors here too. So Leo was wanting to come through as well. And that could be significant. The fours will be connected to security, stability as well. And then Emperor energy. The Emperor is going to be a card of 4 in the major arcana. And I do get that there. Transformative energy. But I definitely see movement forward. Flag being up and moving towards the sun. Flag being up possibly connected to the darkness and that karmic energy in the 3D sense there too. Maybe feeling like I'm getting some people feeling like they had to stay in a connection because of children. And it just not serving. Where I'm getting, I feel there's been some, how do I want to say it? Like back and forth, connected to making a decision related to feeling like one has to stay in a connection because you have children with that person. Where it may be a flip side being discovered of someone intentionally getting pregnant on purpose or having children or being with someone because of the exterior energy rather than it being about a union and true love and the child and the best interest of that child, the child being used. So then that's taking me to narcissist energy. For some reason, I'm getting this energy being a deceptive person here. And I do get this being the mother of the child here. And this being about, this could be a current situation, a past situation, or a repetitive patternistic situation that's related to past lifetimes. Completing major karmic cycles here. We don't have the world card, but I do get the world card here too. With the sun being here, the next card after the sun, which is a card of 19, will be judgment, the card of 20, and then the next card will be the world card of 21. And so then I was going to say too, this may be the mother of this person here. And I'm getting masculine energy here. I don't get feminine energy. I get the purple energy being related to what I'm getting here, with this being your energy for your reading here, Capricorn. The colors of purple will be, and I say colors because there's all shades, and then that takes me back to the melanin situation here. But there's all shades of purple here, meaning that it doesn't just hold for a fucus. It doesn't just hold for Sagittarius. So there's some kind of construct that's being moved away from, connected to shades. Melanin, judgment, perspectives, karmic cycles completing. And then there being transformation because of this. Change for the better is also what I get. As dire as this situation looks, and doing what's best for oneself is going to open the doors to what actually is meant to be as a part of a true universal design. Let's get your next card for Capricorn Moon. Like I'm hearing heading towards true love with that sun being before one and the happiness. And even seeing like how that sun, I'm getting the sun rising, where that sun, it can't be hidden. I feel that as much as it wanted to be hidden, the sun rises and the sun sets. And it cannot be controlled. Next card for Capricorn Moon. We have the Two of Pentacles, Four of Wands. And I get this being the happiness But because there's some kind of physical separation that was taking place related to a 3D construct, there's a balanced energy connected to the happiness that's taking place here, 3D sense. Overall, I do get, with this Four of Wands being here in reverse like this, I do get that yellow energy being connected to the sun. And there being a dissociation with twin flames where this isn't necessarily about an unhappy home. I feel that this is about a situation of dissociation where a true situation can really truly manifest in the way that it's supposed to with change. And so I get this energy heading towards this to create this here. And not necessarily this here, because this is actually being more of a discombobulated energy here and being imbalanced. I feel that this is about holding the ocean and keeping balance. And I'm actually picking up sirens. I'm actually picking up the Temperance card from the cryptozoology deck that I do have. I'm gonna grab that real quick here too. But I get this being more about, again, a dissociation between two, and why this energy is heading now to this energy here of a twin flame, because of the disassociation, and this not being about an unhappy situation. It could be that with this reversal 4, there's also some instability, but with that instability, it's being balanced here. And so with this being masculine energy, I am getting this being feminine energy. As I say that here, I do see the 2 energy of the High Priestess that I'm picking up initially. I'm also getting Gemini energy. And then that Gemini energy being present here with that infinity symbol, and just having great magician skills to maintain balance amidst the waves. With 2 pentacles, and that could speak to, I'm getting that, how do I want to explain it? So these 2 pentacles, that being a part of the 3D construct here too, where it may seem like someone has, like, because 10 of Pentacles is going to be the ultimate goal and stability. What I see here is this being about each of these pentacles having great weight to it, being in the midst of the infinity symbol of magic and creation, being able to create as many pentacles as one needs. And then I also get the infinity symbol also being connected to Saturn, and these being Saturnic blessings that are associated here too, and the universal support that is being provided from within one to be able to be in this beautiful state of balance amidst the waves. Let me grab that that card here. And then Pentacles will be your energy of Earth, Capricorn, and then also Taurus and Virgo. Taurus could be significant here too with that 2 energy, also 2nd house energy. But we have a 4 here, and then we have a 4 here. I also, with that, the initial thing I got is a dissociation because a divine masculine is not present. 4 energy will speak to that, with this being a card of 4, and then the 4 energy here with the Death card. Very interesting too. I did, before I grabbed that card, I did a reading this morning on the post section of my channel, and it was an overturned 9 of Wands, and I'm seeing this energy here that was connected with the frown, where I feel with this upside down, this is related to the 5 of Wands energy that was overturned in that 9 of Wands. That being related to a competitive energy or fighting energy that may have had something to do with this. And I do get it being connected to what's now here with the 3D construct, karmic situation, what have you. I get that association here. In the past, this has come through as interference. I don't get that. I'm not picking, that's not what I picked up. I feel with that Death card here, it's speaking to that whatever was from this 2 of Pentacles in the past as being interference, Just not channeling that. I get this being great balance. Let me grab that card real quick. It's 11 o'clock on the dot. So the 11s are going to be significant. I do get also too, I'm glad that that happened, and I'm glad that it's 11 o'clock, because the 11 will also stand for justice. The 2 also is going to be judgment, which is after the sun. So we kind of have that structure in that order here, with the sun, the 2 from the card of 20 of judgment, that breaking down to a 2 also being here as well. And then with the 4 and the 2, I get soulmate from the 6 of Cups, and then unconditional love as well. It's even reversed in this deck here. But that's going to be the 1111 card. Again, that is going to be a card for twin flames also too. And with the 4 of Wands energy like that, again, that energy is going to be present of that twin flame energy and stability. But I feel it mainly speaks to the divine masculine not being present. And that also being hierophant to the high priestess energy there too. Oh my goodness, look at this. Where did that go? I scooted past that. So I found, let's see, I just scooted all the way past that. Where did that go? 3 of Swords was in reverse here. And then I also noticed the 5 of Wands in reverse, and that was in that 9 of Wands that I had just channeled, connected to this upside down smile. That's how I seen it. It was a moon that was right above the crown of that 5 of Wands and the 9 of Wands, and then in reverse, I got a frown. Someone unhappy that they're not able to make others unhappy. Let's see. Where is that card? Is it hiding? Very similar cards or energies, which is what I picked up right away. And notice where the hands are. As above, so is below. Connected to the universe. And I feel even stopping these waves. Having such a force about one from within. That energy, the aura, the magician energy, the universal support that I picked up here, it's all showing here. And this card came through significantly in the last reading I just did for Sagittarius, titled The Truth Detector. So that could be significant. I'm also getting the connection here, this also being a twin flame card too. With this being a 14, this creates a 5. 5 and the 2 here create 7 of balance, but then beautiful Libra energy where I get great attraction, magnetism, beauty, luxury, comforts, and all of that. You don't see that here. So I feel that that's also a part of this magician energy here, and why this 4 of Wands is present regardless of the reversal energy. It may even be speaking to the Scorpio energy of protection of one's home, and why this 2 of Pentacles is here with this 4 of Wands reversed. So we'll leave these here. With me bringing in other cards here too, this may also be connected to the judgment, and then the truth actually being seen versus the lie. Ooh, that might be a title. I've got a few options here for you as far as the title, but that came through really strongly. Seeing the truth versus the 3D lie is what I'm getting. And then this being about releasing karmic programming and doing what's best. As I said that, the Mercury aura notification just appeared on my phone. That Mercury energy, Mercury is the ruler of Virgo and Gemini. Gemini energy strongly there. Let's get your, oh, and even with the Temperance card, Temperance is a card of Sagittarius. Oh, and then the Power of the Pentacle. being right here at the backing of the crown of this temperance, explaining exactly what I got, where the appearance of these two pentacles go beyond when it comes to being a magician here. And then the as above, so is below, being connected to the infinity symbol there. This is supreme. But I was going to say the ninth house energy, the 9 energy of Sagittarius, is being a card of Sagittarius. That 9 is also the Hermit card in the Major Arcana. The Hermit being a card of Virgo. Full circle, baby. Full circle. Next card. This will be your third card, so I might have to move these cards over a little bit. Third card for Capricorn Moon. Next card for Capricorn Moon. Yeah, just like I said, 10 of Cups. So let's do this here. I feel like what we're going to do is this here. So this is going to be the complete emotional fulfillment, happiness, the great family life. I feel this is also speaking to the union that's coming together with the movement of the divine masculine towards divine feminine, recognition of soul flames, twin flames. I even got violet flames. Take what resonates for that. But being in beautiful surrounding, happy, content, thankful to gods, goddesses, ancestors, grateful for the happiness. Rainbow energy is very healing. That could also be significant. The cups are going to be a part of this here. And then the children playing, being in a beautiful, healthy, non-toxic environment, but then also celebrating mom and dad. Dad being with someone, mom being with someone, and this being stable, this being together, this being happy. And being, again, I'm just getting great thankfulness. I'm seeing an arch here that could be significant. I'm getting St. Louis, but this could also be somewhere in the United States or even out of the country, I'm getting. And then we see the home here. So this is great pastures. This is having the overall abundance of both love and material. And then I noticed the blue and yellow. Haven't really noticed that with this card. That giving me the energy of past lifetime connected to ancient Egypt. And the colors of blue and yellow being significant. Bridge energy could also be significant as well. And then with the ground energy under the feet of everyone here, I do see stability and being supported. Feeling comfort, there being security and happiness. The red on the roof, I do get that being also to protection from divine. And this being why the 10 of Cups is here. And then speaking on the 9 energy here, I feel that speaks to the consecutive order of the sun and then the judgment energy from the 2 here. And then moving towards the 10 from that 9 energy to happy endings. Cups will be water, your polarity energy of Cancer, and then Scorpio, Pisces, and a Fucus. This is so pretty. And then I did speak on that 10 of Pentacles being the goal. This is going to be aligned with that 10 energy from the 10 of Cups here. And then also the Wheel of Fortune, and that being a card of 10 in the Major Arcana. The 10 energy, this is Saturn energy. This is manifesting one's happiness and stability and security. So this also being manifestation. This is so beautiful. Manifestation from both you and your person here. Take what resonates. We're already 30 minutes in, yo. Let's keep it moving. Great fortune, love and money, security, happiness, joy, protection. This energy of the rainbow is also coveted by white healing energy. I get angelic energy also, and this being more of the proof and evidence of the truth versus the 3D life. Next card. So being in the happiness, this being the goal and it being reached. Next card for Capricorn Moon. Ooh, I'm also getting, oh my gosh. I got the true air also too. As I was thinking about that and noticing the blue and yellow, I noticed the colors of these clothings, of the 3D energy that's being moved away from, with the deceptiveness of this energy here, having one to believe that they were designed to be with this person here, and then having it, and that maybe being a part of the lie of using a child, possibly to gain money. And this not being like it's going to be an heir of this person, but it's, I'm honest, I'm just gonna say it. That's all I was getting because I got air, and spirit was saying true air, the true air. So take what resonates for that. That came through early yesterday while I was chilling. Next card for Capricorn Moon. It's completely being a disservice to the children that are now a part of that situation there. Next card for Capricorn Moon. And karma, ooh, karma's being dealt accordingly due to that. This is a lot. Oh boy. Let's see. So we're gonna look at these after we look at these because these cards over here came out first. This is a whole lot. I don't know if we have time for all this. Here's the Ten of Wands. So this being the completion energy to the Nine of Wands reverse. Sending burdens back to where they belong is also what I get here too. And then that 10 energy also being connected to Saturn. Saturn being your ruler. These are all your energies here too. I should mention that too with the 10s. And the endings. So with me saying that too and noticing that and just seeing the 10 here with the 3, where I get that being the power from within and the manifestation of the truth. Where this Empress energy is coming through and it just going back to the deception connected to this person here. The true purity also too, where the white is here, finding out that someone was lying. I'm also getting that too. Page of Pentacles reversed. Two of Cups reversed. This coming underneath this Death card here too, where I'm getting this being about moving behind and past this 3D construct here. I have a feeling these are all going to be in reverse. Nine of Cups reverse. If they're not, whatever, but most of these are in reverse here. We'll just leave that there. Strong Scorpio energy is here. Baggage. And this is the pregnant energy. See that there? It's all here. I don't even really have to talk. 3 energy channeled. Reverse Empress energy is going to be someone, ooh, sirens, imbalanced. Who may also have low self-esteem. This is false representation of an empress here too, and what a true empress represents, and someone getting pregnant on purpose in order to gain status. Also being a manipulator, and all of these cards displaying the manipulation. I'm going to put that there because we're going to speak on that next. I don't have time to cover all this. This is releasing burden. I feel this is speaking to everything. I'll just go. So releasing burden. This Page of Pentacle energy has come through as Juju, but I'm getting with this reversal energy and the page message energy associated. Oh my gosh. Like I'm getting not being sorry, but I also feel that this is connected to dark magic. And that being over. And then there being a breakup of what was believed to be a 2 of Cup. That 2 being significant to the 2 here. And it not being the truth. Upright. That's the truth. 1111 is here too as well. Make a wish. Wish the best for everyone involved in this situation here. Put that back. So then, yeah, not receiving one's wishes. This will be a part of the low self-esteem. And I got yesterday too, someone being a sore loser, not knowing how to take rejection or how to realize that something is over. It's not necessarily about being a loser or losing in something, but something needing to end because it's not meant to be. So I get that being here too, and this being a part of the 3D construct where someone may have felt like they needed to win and manipulated in order to do so, but then this all completely backfiring. And then no longer being invested in. I just get this being about the breakup here and something being over. And so then that leads me to this reverse Three of Swords of something being over. This person also spying. And then with the Seven of Wands, reverse, it being over, like there being no resistance. I feel this is not necessarily at the hands of this person. I feel it's because everything's been illuminated. And that's it. And that's why you have the Death card here. This is also going to be imbalance. We're in the upright energy. This would be great resistance here. 2 6 of Wands, wanting to fight all the time. This just being over. And then we'll leave that Empress reversed on top, because that's going to be the main shebang. And it'll be right here. Let's get your next card for Capricorn Moon. That came out sideways, but you noticed how it went from reverse, and that just being the manifestation of the magical divine feminine, also high priestess energy, who's in mastery of magician power here, with the magician being right before the high priestess energy of the two. So this is about having a new cycle here. Probably like what I'm getting is being a little bit ahead of the divine masculine, who had some work yet here still to do. And in being strong in oneself and power, the divine feminine, creating and manifesting, instead of wavering or faltering or falling down and staying down, being in this energy and still creating and manifesting, and look what's come through. That's just speaking to that. And I feel, you know, that reversal that wanted to try to come through following this energy, the manipulation being over, the power of manifestation being back in the hands of the divine feminine where it belongs, with a union that's designed and destined to come through. And this being about the sideways energy of something culminating with illumination. The illumination being in this pentacle, and then also that sun energy that's being moved towards by this divine masculine here in a new start, having nothing to do with the past. Your energy is going to be a part of this. As above, so is below. Boom. And what did I say here? Pentacle energy here. Pentacle energy here. Very powerful energy. And then I also see that upside down frown from the 501 reverse energy from that 9 of Wands that I picked up. Being right here. Being transmuted here too. Mountains could be significant. I do get this possibly being the divine masculine energy. Moving away. May have been in the mountains, vacationing, doing some I'm getting like some possibly going on a trip, and instead of it being something that was meant to be enjoyed, it just always being about fighting. Someone noticing those patterns and getting over and being over it, and that being the 9 of Wands reverse there too. But following the path of sunshine here. Spirit guiding the way, and this being the significant offer and the blessing that's coming through here now. With the blocks here being illuminated, also being removed by the universe. Someone did not like that. I don't know what that was. There is no one here but me, but you heard that on video here. And I shouldn't say that because we're all surrounded, but you know what I mean. So again, aces having nothing to do with the past. And then this pentacle energy, the star energy could be significant for you in a certain kind of way here. I'm also getting the star card with that star, and this being connected to destiny. Manifesting destiny. Dreams come true. Final card for Capricorn Moon. We have the Four of Cups. Now, what I also see here too is a cup being offered. And I get it being connected to what was here. And that movement and the offer that's coming through to the happiness. I'm also seeing mirroring energies. And this four energy being, I'm getting the divine masculine with that four there. And then this being the upright energy that would come right underneath this Ten of Cups here. This being going beyond the Ten of Cups here. Into greater happiness, where someone believed that this Three of Cups here would provide their happiness, and it being connected to third party, backstabbing, betrayal, everything that wanted to come through here. That Three of Swords energy from that other deck also wanting to make its presence known, to speak to this being over, and now divine love. And an offer being accepted and taken where it may have been refused in the past. I don't get this energy. I feel what I got here is someone who's been bored, who's tired of fighting, who's probably tired of love. Taurus and Scorpio energy I do get here. Aquarius and Pisces also here too. And then Emperor energy. But what I was going to say is that with the offer that I get here, moving towards the sunshine, this being a manifestation from the divine feminine, this being about both love and money and what's coming through for both you and your person here. And then Cups is going to be the polarity energy to your energy here in the Pentacle, where I also get this being about the union that's coming through. And then the Five energy that's here, speaking to new contract with the Hierophant energy, connected to the High Priestess energy that I got here. Cups will be along with Cancerian energy, Scorpio, Pisces, and a Fucus. And so I'm also getting that divine masculine manifesting new opportunity as well, to be in position, putting themselves in position to take the offer of love that was being offered before the manipulation. I'm going to leave it there. Actually, let's see what's on the bottom. And with this upright, I get this being about the stability and the union also too. And I see that here with these two cards of love and money as well. Devil overturned. Just like I said, this just confirms everything I picked up here. Where traditionally you would get something different, this completely confirms what I got. And then this is going to mirror the Lover's card from this deck. I also feel that's also too about making a choice and knowing which choice, manifesting opportunity that was manipulated. Where I feel this was about someone's choice being affected by manipulation, now being in position, moving away from the manipulation and overcoming the toxicity to be in position to take this offer. Almost like Back to the Future. And then this being a card of Capricorn, for whatever reason, but it's going to be a 15. That 15, where I do know the reason, will be significant also too. But with this association, that it doesn't even matter. This is going to be about overcoming the devil energy. I feel this is even about coming out of hermit phase, having the enlightenment and finding the light from within. And as I say that, I saw 444. So that's beautiful. And congratulations to the divine masculines that are resonating with this. Along with the divine feminine, this is complete bae. That's just sexy. That's also a part of the attractiveness I feel that the divine feminine has drawn in for themselves, being a part of their destiny there too, and what it is that they have as a part of their beautiful gift. 50-50 also came through with this card here too as well. And then I see this arrow also pointing at this pentacle here. I've gotten lately also the Sagittarius Centaur energy being connected to Cupid as well, so that could be significant too. But that not being manipulation, it being more about the magic from within this person here, and not having to manipulate, but definitely going for their target when they know what their truth is. Let's get your major arcana card here. And being successful at it. Capricorn moon. Ooh, and that flipped too, just like this motherfucking Ace of Pentacles. That was very sweet. I don't know if that got caught on. I don't think that got caught on camera. But that turned just like that pentacle, and just like that, I feel that's also speaking to what's been hidden. And this is the illumination of the truth. I feel with the mother connection too, and you being Capricorn moon, this is also speaking to this energy here. That's and the feet going right over the energy of this energy here. And this is going to be Pisces energy I'm getting. With the green energy, Mercury in Pisces could be significant. And not being the true heir is what I'm getting. Not being the mother of the true heir. And that being unleashed, that being uncovered. This will be an energy of 9. And then that 9 is going to be reversed here. That also speaks to the true 9. Where I picked up the 9th house energy of the Sagittarius energy connected to the Temperance card, which is a twin flame card. So it ain't gotta be the 4. The truth is the truth. That's it. As much as it wanted to be manipulated and hidden, it can't. And I believe I initially said that when I was speaking on the death card. You can't hide the sun. Let's see what's on the bottom. Here's that Hermit card. And this is going to be that enlightenment that I picked up on. Very interesting that I got that association here. Where I feel now this is about speaking on that truth, the judgment energy, the truth versus the truth versus the 3D lie. For both the divine feminine and the divine masculine, where I feel the divine feminine was judged. They both were, you and your person, but then I get this being the divine masculine communicating. The 2-9 energies could be significant for you. I'm strongly getting, though, this being that feminine energy and being judged. Seeing the sands of time being held. And then I'm also getting to someone who may have been hiding. Like, I'm getting an arrangement of things here. Someone who may have been hiding and doing things they shouldn't have been doing, while watching the clock. Stuck in the past. So almost the exposure of the whodunit. The exposure of everything. Here's the stars. And what I got here. And it being in the hand here of the feminine that's here. We see that hermit going right towards their destiny here. Returning to someone they may have left behind. Because of their choice, but I feel it was a manipulated choice. And this being that energy of going within, finding the truth, moving towards this. The 9 energy that was picked up connected to what I got here. The Virgo energy in that association. Strong masculine energy here. Get quite a few things with this uncovering and that moon reverse. We'll leave this here. Let's get your final card. Super long reading. Just trying to make it short. So we see what I'm getting now too is the divine masculine moving towards their sunshine, and this just being the full circle energy. With you see them moving towards the sun here. The beautiful manifestation of the divine feminine. And then past that 3D construct we see it's like the full circle from here. like moving towards their sun. But that sun is also going to be physically who it is that they left behind. The sun being the star here. And the sun is a star. One card for Capricorn moon. And then the full circle energy just coming with the as above, so is below, what was manifested here, with the sun representation being in this and the star being a part of that sun representation. And then you actually have the stars here. And then that energy of what I was getting for the judgment energy of the divine feminine. This also being the divine masculine, where they may be a public figure out in the world. And that speaking to the balance being manifested by both of you. That's supreme. One card for Capricorn moon. I love your reading, 'cause this is change for the better. Yes. All right. All right. And this fell on the devil card. But I'm getting to look at this first. Sagittarius. All right, ladies first. And I feel that speaking to the recognition, the awareness, the Sagittarius, putting them first. This being manifested by the divine feminine. Knowing their target and going for it because it's their destiny. Their dreams come true. So for Sagittarius, at the top we have Fix It Jesus, and then So Swaggy. Attractiveness, color for Sagittarius will be purple. And then the reading for Sagittarius, it says Fire, Fun, and Foxy. Leaders, healers, way showers, life of the party. Representation here is going to be 14. Snaps. And then that comes together to create a 5. So technically, what I'm getting is a 5 and 5 energy. This is speaking to the powerful transformative energy from within the divinity of divine masculine and divine feminine. Here to close major karmic cycles with that beautiful power, but then also if it's infiltrated, this being a part of the karmic cycles completed, being able to be in beautiful energy to create and manifest above and beyond the 3D construct. And then you see the arrow here. It's down here, but I feel this is speaking to the power of manifesting this pinnacle and this destiny here. But we see it up here, and I just get that being the true love energy. The arrow's going up. And we have new moon. Beautiful. Beautiful energy here. That's going to be about instinct, new beginning, and seed. So seeds that have been planted, I get also to being harvested, being able to be present and be harvested. Emerge, renew, generate, plan, establish, initiate, and awaken. Awaken being from the judgment energy, the new cycles that's coming through, happy beginnings, opportunities being gifted. After there being some illumination, overcoming toxicity successfully, completely winning across the board. This is beautiful. And I'm not going to look at the bottom. Let's complete your reading, Capricorn moons. I was going to say the Sagittarius energy is coming through very strongly. A lot of you could have cusping energy. I feel this may also be to an opportunity for me to speak on the importance of sidereal astrology. That's also, it's not exact, but it's very related to Vedic astrology as well. So if you don't know your birth chart when it comes to sidereal or Vedic astrology, I highly encourage you to check that out. Energetically, I feel that speaks to the age of Aquarius. And then also the strong energy of Pisces that wants to come through here with those feet showing. And as I say that, I notice they're at the crown. It just being about illumination. So that could be important. And I feel, again, to check that out. The moon here being at the crown. It's all kind of speaking. The truth is speaking. So Capricorn moons, this was your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching here for you. I thank you all so much for your continued love and support. Welcome to all new subscribers, 99 as I see this. And until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Take great care. I love you. Peace.